Alright, what is up, guys? MCool40 here. This isn't going to so much be a broken pipe dream, but with like the latest mechanics and things coming out for Evilswarm. My friend Shinkatsu Xero sent me his Evilswarm deck list, and he started messing around with Steelswarm Reorigin. And I wanted to do the deck profile discussion and kind of give some of my lines of thinking and the possible choices that you can adjust to this build. And this is going to be the best possible way to do it, Suppy. So, guys, show me some love. Come on. You guys will get the chance to kind of go through what's going on in my head. It's been a while since I've seen Evilswarm. And just to kind of give you guys a little bit of background on this deck. This deck was one of the best goddamn stun decks to ever exist in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! It honestly really fucking sucked that the deck didn't get to do as much during Dragon Roller format because it just blasted away your Ophion. And we were playing things like Safe Zone and a lot more redundant options to literally not fucking lose the game because, Dragon Rollers were just that. You had some of the best circulation, and Caster couldn't be Veilered. Caster sets a condition that grants you the ability to have that additional normal summon. And this is, like I said, the additional rough list. There's some things that you need to do to adjust the current format. Definitely 2 of each of the hand traps. You can kick these out, play 3 Ash, 3 Ogre. It depends. You have different ways to go about this. You've also got triple Lure of Darkness now, something that you didn't necessarily have in the past. So I filled in the side deck here for the things I would, so we can talk about the deck and go from there. Because, with Rapid at 3, there's no fucking reason why we don't want to bring out Heliotrope, because Heliotrope makes us happy. And when Heliotrope is speaking in Satan to me while I'm playing this deck in my own mind, you got a shitty smile on your face because you're gonna have a good time. You know what I'm saying? So, this is Suppy's current rendition of Evilswarm, aka Link for the deck. So 2 copies of Ash Blossom, 2 Droll and Logbird, triple Evilswarm Caster, triple Korakion, 2 Mandragora, 2 Thunderbird, 2 Ogres, triple Rescue Rabbit, triple Heliotrope, triple Allure of Thine Darkness, 1 Dark Hole, triple Infestation Pandemic, triple Pot of Desires, 1 Raigeki, 1 Reinforcement of the Army, triple Evenly Matched, 2 Infestation Infection, 2 Solemn Strike, 1 Warning, 1 Castel, 1 Bahamut, triple Ophion, 1 Ouroboros, 1 Cowboy, 1 Samurai, 1 Giant Hand, Utopia, of course the Baguski Master Key Beetle, Utopia, and 2 Steelswarm Reorigin. And then in the side deck we have a nice Kaiju package. No, the Kaiju package does not conflict with Ophion. You board this in typically for going second. There's absolutely no reason why you can't roll this out. And then roll Ophion or roll Bahamut, take your opponent's Kaiju and push for an OTK scenario, because 2350 plus 3300 is a lot of fucking damage. And that's a lot of control that you could put into this. Continue on here. 2 Cosmic, 1 Slumber, 2 Twin Twister, triple Anti-Spell, triple Scolding, and 1 Solemn Strike, bringing the main deck to a close. So, first thing you have to understand, you are playing the anti-meta game. I can tell you by looking at this, first off, I don't know how I feel about 42. I honestly really want to kick this for another Ash Blossom, and I really want to kick this for another Ogre. Is my first initial thought, because having 3 and 3, you might even want to just kick this out, go down to 41. You can also make the argument that triple Desires is bad, but as you're playing a control deck, in most case scenarios, you need to make sure that you're drawing them. So, part also really sucks. Also, playing 42 means I'm not going to draw this trashy card, and unfortunately, this deck can't set up a broken ass OTK scenario turn 1 in your best case scenario, because even so, like, if you did draw the Heliotrope, it's going to take you a turn to infection it back to the deck, which we already know how that's going to go. The really good thing that this deck has going for it, though, is Reorigin, as I said. It's when this card is in an extra deck monster zone, neither player can special summon monsters from the extra deck to main monster zones. So, literally, you're being locked. So, let me reread that again to you. Neither player can special summon monsters from the extra deck to the main monster zones, except to zones this card points to. So, your opponent still gets their extra deck monster zone, and then to top things off, you know, you can bring out an Ophion underneath it. But the best part about this thing is it can't be targeted, and then once per turn when a monster on the field is destroyed by a battle card effect, you can special summon fucking level 4 lower Elsewhere monsters from your deck in face-up defense mode equal to the number of monsters that were destroyed. Why did they give it that blanketing effect? Like, it's so absurdly ridiculous that I can just float out half of these. That might be one of the reasons why, if you get this generally established, you might want to consider going to triple Thunderbird in this deck as well, because to be completely honest with you, the fact that Thunderbirds can just run away, if your opponent's doing a board nuke or anything like that, the birds, they get to run away. Also, I'm not quite sure how I feel about triple Mandragora. I understand that Mandragora has gotten much worse over time, but Mandragora is your enabler. You know, if you have it and another normal summonable monster, you can literally set up. Same thing with, you know, you're playing triple caster. Rhoda is fine for the caster. Crikion's your turn 2. Rescue Rabbit's your turn 1 enabler. The amount of hand traps, though, is fine. Also, if you're forced to go second, Evenly Matched will allow you to combat the bullshit scenarios that your opponent set up, and then let you set up Reorigin. So the main deck's pretty stable. I mean, you can even kick Allure out of the deck, and you can kick out the third, or the other draw here, and go down to just that, or you can go, I would definitely go to 3 Ash, definitely. But you can literally just kick this out, and kick this out, just play double Ogre. I feel like you get the same initial response. I mean, what do you guys think about that insight, though? It's definitely not the worst case scenario. 3 Allure seems very, very hefty. When I start shuffling the hands up here in a second, we'll see just how bulky these are lasting. But this definitely seems to be bad. Also, probably cut an infection. Probably cut an infection for the 3rd strike. I mean, it sucks if it gets twin twisted, but you know, sometimes it's just life. Also, you don't need 3 Infestation Pandemic. I mean, Magical Musketeers aren't doing all that good, and they have Last Standard, the Desperado thing that literally is the counter trap to negate spells and traps. And it's kind of literally what Infestation does for this deck. Just gives you the blanketing, you know, activate Infestation. Oh, that's a really nice Evenly Matched you got there. You know, just something to consider. Alright, let's shuffle this bad boy up. I miss this deck. Oh, well, I've seen some good hands. Alright, we'll stop here. Mandragora, Heliotrope, into Ophion, search for the trap card. Probably search for the caster as well to make sure that we can load up, because we should be... You'll probably bring out Krikion on turn 2, use your last detach, and then make Reorigin. It's probably the best hand because you're holding these two. You'll also have the trap card off of that hand. Well, there's, once again, then maybe we don't need to play multiple Mandragora. Maybe we'll just keep drawing them. Mandragora, Heliotrope gets you there. You'll search for probably the spell card for the protection on the Ophion, and then you'll have the Krikion. And you should be ending on... Well, you can't reestablish a second one. You might be able to get there. We'll see. You should be rotating into Reorigin. Oh, this sucks. Banish. Redraw that. Alright, that hand's bad. Evenly Matched. Ooh, well, nope, never mind. I lied. We got Rabbit. Rabbit into Heliotrope, holding these two. If you're going first, or if you're going second, you just blow your opponent out. Like, this is so good here, because you'll just be able to rescue Rabbit out, go 1950, and then make Reorigin, or probably roll the Ophion, just to consider. I don't know, I kind of want to play safe zone in this. I might be getting a little bit too excited for, like, old Yu-Gi-Oh! Thunderbird, once again, if I'm going second, well, I assume I'm going to lose every dice roll playing this deck. Oh man, that sucks. Well, once again, you know, when you can draw Evenly Matched, you'll just be evenly good at this game. This hand's actually really good because you can go caster into Heliotrope and then roll probably the Ophion. I like going to the Ophion because it just gets protection for itself. I don't like this card because it seems like it's a turn 2 card. I could be wrong. You've got the Ogre. I mean, you're sitting on 3 counter trap cards, an Ovion and an Ogre. That seems pretty good no matter what you're playing. So, that's my 2 cents on the Evil Swarm at this current point in time. I really love Evil Swarm as a deck. Evenly Match helps this deck fucking hell a lot. But what do you guys think? Any changes that Subby should make to this deck? Leave them down below in the comment section, guys. And that's all I got today, guys. Later. Have a good weekend, guys. The ride never ends, guys. Make sure you enable those notifications to get the latest videos that are being posted on this channel. Make sure you guys check out VanCole40 for my Cardfight Vanguard channel. And join me and House of Champions on the Zodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. We'll be interacting with our audiences. And please check out No Limit Gaming and LGTCG.com for the cheapest trading cards on the market. Thanks for watching, guys, and please have a good day.